but they were both arrested the night that this happened. And so I want to go through and watch that. Jorge was interviewed, but because it was unlawful of a space where he was being interviewed or something, they redacted it. So all we have is actually his written statement that I'm going to read for you, and then we're going to watch Sarah be Sarah. We're going to watch Sarah do Sarah. It's weird too because she calls the police officer baby and girl, and just it's just weird. So if you could give this live a thumbs up, helps us out tremendously. We're coming to you on Facebook. Hi, Facebook. X, hi, X, and YouTube. Hi, YouTube. On July 25th, 2018 at 10, what was that? Is that 12? At 152. And then it's the address. References a male kicked a female in the eye. I later determined that to be an exaggerated and aggravated battery by strangulation and battery case, both being dating violence. Upon my arrival, I spoke to Sarah Catherine Boone, defendant slash victim. Sarah verbally stated she was at an unknown bar earlier in the evening when she asked an unknown male for a cigarette. Her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr., defendant number 2 slash victim of 1.5 years. And she makes sure to say it's a year and a half, not just a year, 1 year and a half, because became upset since she was talking to another male and left the bar. They both went back to their residence located at 4748 France Lane, and continued verbally arguing. Sarah was dragged upstairs by Jorge, and she was kicked her in the right eye using his right heel. Sarah was unable to describe how she fell to the ground and or how she was dragged upstairs by Jorge. Sarah refused medical treatment. Sarah refused to write a statement and or sign any dating violence paperwork. After I spoke to Sarah, I spoke to Jorge. Jorge verbally stated they were both at their residence, verbally arguing, and have been consuming alcohol. They have been dating for 1.5 years and residing together for looks like 1 to 2 years. Jorge attempted to go upstairs to avoid Sarah. While Jorge was walking upstairs, Sarah reached towards Jorge's throat using both of her hands. Sarah placed both of her hands around Jorge's throat and applied pressure to the extent that Jorge was having difficult time breathing. Jorge was sitting on the steps and started kicking towards Sarah to attempt to get her off of him. Jorge believes he might have kicked Sarah in her face, but was not sure. Jorge believed that if he did not kick Sarah off of him, she would have made him incapacitated due to being strangled. Jorge refused medical treatment. Jorge also refused to write a statement and or sign any dating violence paperwork. Both Sarah and Jorge stated that they have been dating for approximately 1 year and 6 months and residing together for approximately 1 year and 2 months. The left side of Jorge's neck had red marks and small abrasions that is consistent with being strangled. Sarah's right eye is bruised and swollen from receiving an impact. Both Sarah and Jorge allowed Diaz Ramirez to take pictures of their injuries. Diaz Ramirez later uploaded the pictures, and Jorge received the victim's right booklet. Due to conflicting statements and injuries on both Sarah and Jorge, I was unable to determine who the primary aggressor was. I placed both Jorge and Sarah under lawful arrest and search. Jorge was placed into the back seat of the patrol car, and Sarah was placed into the back seat of Diaz Ramirez's patrol car. I informed both Sarah and Jorge the charges that are being placed against them. which they stated they understand. Due to us both parties refusing to write statements and or signing any domestic violence documents, I was unable to complete a victim request or confidentiality form, authorization for release of confidential information form, and written statements. Both parties stated they don't want to testify and or prosecute against each other. Both Sarah and Jorge, which his name is George, but in here it's Jorge. Well, he goes by George. Was transported to the Orange County Booking and Receiving Center. Jorge was booked and charged for battery, dating violence, and Sarah was booked and charged for aggravated battery by strangulation, dating violence. Both Sarah and Jorge stated they do not own any firearms. Both, my body, what's that say? My body camera was activated. So he didn't actually give a statement. This was the police officer's statement. Give my live a thumbs up. Helps us go out into the algorithm. Bring more people back to our party. It's just a free way to help us out. And it's really appreciated. I've put down here if you want to donate to our channel by Venmo or PayPal. We're parawomanradio@gmail.com. The audio is going to kick on any second now.
For a year and a half, and he's going through a whole bunch of shit. Pardon me for saying that.
No. Go ahead.
Pardon me for saying that, but like, oh man, he let loose on my ass tonight, and I'm not having it.
Okay.
All right. I got kicked in the face.
Okay.
Kicked in the face.
That you know of, there's no guns,
No,
anything in there?
ma'am,
Okay.
no. I know, baby. You guys are doing your job.
All right,
no.
Sarah here?
Yes.
Sarah here?
Go get him. I swear to God, there's nothing for you guys to be afraid of.
Okay. What's his name?
George.
George, all right.
There's nothing for you guys to be afraid of.
I also recorded it with the CCs on there because sometimes I have a hard time understanding what they're saying, so you can kind of get an idea of what's being said if you can't understand it.
I swear to God, I'm done with his attitude. He beat the fuck out of me.
She's over there saying she swears to God she's done with him.
I have to go to work tomorrow.
What's up, George?
And apparently she had a job of some sort that she had to be to the next day. So I'm interested in knowing, like, what job was Sarah Boone doing?
Okay.
You see my eye?
I do see your eye.
He kicked me in the fucking face.
Okay, tell me how it all went down from beginning to...
Yes, my love.
Okay.
Okay, so we were having a really good day, and we went across the street to Muldoon's, and everything was good and fine and dandy, and because I talked to another guy because he left, came in there, and I got so mad, because I asked for a cigarette from another guy because he took my license, my debit card, and everything, cigarettes, everything, took everything.
There's that drunk, slurry Sarah voice that we've all grown to love.
Okay.
So I asked someone for a cigarette.
Also, I do stop this for fair use. I will put the link to all the videos that we watched down in the description. You can go watch it as you're at your leisure.
And it happened to be a guy. So he walked in and got super pissed because I asked for a cigarette from another guy. I came home. Mind you, my car is across.
I bet you any money that Sarah Boone asked for another cigarette from another guy to make Jorge jealous. She's the type that wants her boyfriend to be jealous. I guarantee you.
The street still.
Okay.
That fake cry.
So you get home. You go inside.
Oh, man. Let loose.
Okay, elaborate. So you open the door. What happens from there?
I'm a whore.
He starts calling you names?
It's pretty ironic, too, because the police officer has to keep telling her to elaborate, considering all the letters that she loves to pen, and she pulls out these big words and loves to throw them in there. And the police officer keeps saying, elaborate. Sarah, elaborate. Drunk Sarah doesn't have all the words.
Okay.
Sober Sarah does.
When I say ragdoll, do you know what that is?
I know what a ragdoll is.
Oh man, I was ragdolled.
Okay, but I need
And then he
need
kicked me
you.
in the face.
Okay, I need you to elaborate. Like, you walk into the house. Did you start arguing? He started calling you names. You said he was calling you.
No, I walked out. I walked in and I walked to the back. I just wanted to smoke a cigarette and just go to sleep. I just literally wanted to smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna go to sleep.
And then as you're making your way to the back, what
I
happened?
got caught on the stairwell.
You got caught on the stairwell. So he caught you on the stairwell. And what did he get in front of you? Started confronting you, telling you anything? What happened?
It was bad.
Okay, elaborate, Miss Sarah. I need you to tell me exactly what happened so I can help you.
My heart is like, I don't want him to get in trouble, but fuck, I'm tired of being beaten up.
Okay. I understand. I'm trying to help you out, but
I know
need
you are. I know you
I
are.
need you to elaborate a little bit. So,
I swear
in
to
the
God,
stairwell,
dragged me down the stairs.
dragged.
I went upstairs, tried getting in the bed. I just wanted to go to sleep. I just wanted to go to sleep. I just wanted to go to sleep.
Sarah loves to tell the story that she just wants to go upstairs and go to bed, but then we see that Jorge tells the same story, that he just wants to go upstairs and get away from her. Which one do you think was happening in real life? Whose story do you believe?
I didn't make it to the bed. I didn't make it to the bed. He caught me in the upstairs.
Like in the hallway?
Beaten the fuck up. That's all I can say.
Okay, what do you mean? Like, I see your eye. What, you said he kicked you in the eye.
That's what this is. That's what this what?
Were you on the floor when he kicked you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how did you get to the floor? Did he push you? Did he pull you? How?
Were you pushing and pulling?
Normally what I do is, because he does it so often, I just go to the floor. I just go to the floor. So I'm pretty sure, I don't really recollect. I went to the ground. I went to the ground.
Okay, and then that's when
I'm
he.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, that's fine. I don't mind. So you went down to.
Actually, that is something that an abused person says quite a bit, that they just go to the floor when being abused.
The ground.
Yes, that's what I do.
I do believe that there was abuse on both sides of this relationship. Neither one was treating the other the way that they should be treated, and neither one was treating themselves the way that they should be treated.
Did he kicked you with which? Do you recall which foot?
Right.
Right foot. Okay.
Heel.
His heel. Okay. And you say you've been
I'm
together
a
for.
whore. Because I asked for a cigarette. Because he left my ass in my car across the street.
Okay. And you said you've been together for about a year?
And a half.
A year and a half.
Yes.
Okay. Live together, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
I just recently went through a divorce. He's been there with me. He knows all those stories, blah, blah, blah. But
I know. I'm just trying to.
this sucks. And I have to go to work tomorrow.
Do you want the fire department to come out check
No,
your eye?
baby.
No? Okay. Okay.
And
Do you want to press charges? You can smoke your cigarette if you want.
Can I talk to you though?
You're talking to me by myself.
I don't want to be Please put the finger up the police.
So you don't want to press charges? Okay. Do you want to fill out any paperwork? Do a statement? No? Okay. Smoke your cigarette. Sit down, smoke your cigarette.
I don't want him to get in trouble.
Okay.
But it's fucked up.
I know.
You guys have actually been out here twice now. Look at this shit. You fucking rip my shit all the time.
Did this happen today?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I see it. It's ripped and down there a little bit.
I just bought this yesterday.
Don't get it. Sit down. Smoke your cigarette.
Pardon?
Do your thing. No, it's fine. Do you have an ID with you? Is it in the house? Okay, we'll go find it
I
later.
know my number if you want it.
Oh, that's perfect. Go for it. First name is spelled Sarah. Do you have a middle name?
Catherine. Kathryn.
Kathryn.
Ryn.
Okay. What's your last name?
Boone. Boone.
Date of birth?
10/10/77.
I get it. Just make sure not to squeeze my arm anymore. Do you have a telephone number?
407
407
716
716
8684.
8684. Email address?
SKP
SKP
underscore 1-800
1-800
at yahoo.com.
at yahoo.com.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I get it. I get it. Sit down, smoke your cigarette, try to relax a little bit. I'm going to take pictures of you in a little bit. All right? No problem.
other side.
Am I going to spend the whole night over there?
When it comes to, have a seat, we'll talk. When it comes to domestic related stuff, man,
Yeah.
You'll probably sit in there for a day, okay? Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, you're gonna probably sit in there for a day, maybe 2. All right, one way,
2 days?
possibly. It's all up to the judge. All right, this the thing is that the reason why they do that, man, is because when it's domestic related. All right, y'all are dating. This is still dating violence, still domestic violence.
Yeah.
Okay, they got to make sure they keep y'all separated long enough to where nobody's gonna come home and kill each other. You know, I know that might not be your intention. That's the majority of the domestic violence and dating violence, battery calls that we deal with. That never happens. But there's always that one out of many that will do it. So that's why you'll probably sit in jail for maybe a day or 2. Okay. All right, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, just keep being cooperative. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you want your phone?
Yes. Make sure you guys lock the back door, okay?
We got you. Don't worry. We'll take care of that. You go by Junior. You go by George.
George.
Is it George or is it Jorge? Jorge. All right.
George.
Hey, man, I'll call you by your name. You want George? Okay, I'll call you George.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
You can tell that George was just one of those likable guys that had a substance abuse issue, but you can tell he was really likable.
welcome.
Hey, Miss Sarah, you mind putting down the cigarette so I can take a few other pictures? Yeah, just stand up for me. Face my car that way. The car's that way. Hands behind your back.
For what?
For battery domestic?
Me?
Both of you.
What does that mean?
Battery domestic violence. You two hitting each other.
Oh.
So it doesn't go down like that. All right? Walk towards that car. County 125. I have a white female secured. You don't have anything that's going to poke me, stick me, cut me? Okay. Put your chest on that flag and stay there for me.
Is this for real?
This is for real.
Why?
I already explained to you. Chest on flag. That should probably not be together, but that's not my business.
Yes, ma'am.
So stuff like this happens, and I have to step in.
Why am I in trouble?
Spread your feet. Spread your feet apart.
Why am I in trouble though?
Because of
Why
the
am
marks
I
he
in
has
trouble?
all on his neck and the
That's
inconsistencies of
me
the story.
fighting back.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, step back a little bit.
Okay.
I still gotta check you though.
Why? Because I fucking fought back?
No, because everybody that goes in my car gets checked, no matter who you are.
No. I mean, like, seriously, like, I literally just started my job a week ago.
Go ahead, sit down for me. Sarah.
I literally just started my job a week ago.
Phone. Her phone's over there?
It's in your front seat.
Okay, thank you.
The prosecutors determined that he did not want to press charges for either Sarah or Jorge. Watch and subscribe for more Parawoman content. The prosecutors determined that he did not want to press charges for either